Welcome back to another episode of Hashtag A Chosen Story. I am your host, Clavia Allen, and we have another beautiful guest here to bless us with her presence. I'm going to read a short bio, and without any further ado, we'll bring her on. Born and raised in Detroit, Michigan, Toria Howard has always been driven by a passion to uplift her community. Tori began her real estate career in Memphis, Tennessee in July 2020 and has since returned to Michigan to help individuals and families achieve their real estate dreams. Toria holds a Bachelor of Arts in Supply Chain Management from Michigan State University, a Master's in Education from Wayne State University, and a Master's in Operation Management from the University of Arkansas. As a licensed Michigan realtor, Toria helped countless clients easily navigate the real estate market. Beyond real estate, she has been a credit restoration specialist since 2021, empowering people to rebuild their credit and unlock financial freedom. As a business funding broker and government contracting consultant, she specializes in helping entrepreneurs secure the resources they need to grow and thrive. Soon to be a best-selling author, she is passionate about sharing her knowledge to inspire others. Whether you're looking to buy a home, invest, restore your credit, or grow your business, she's here to provide expert guidance and support every step of the way. Let us stay connected, as she says, and make your goals a reality. And without any further ado, please welcome Miss Toria Howard to the stage. Hi, Toria. How are you today?
I am amazing. Thank you for having me. Happy sensational Sunday. It's the first of
Yes,
March. Does it feel like this year is
already,
like
yes,
a rocket? Like,
all the things, all
man.
the things. Yes. And I'm so happy that you reached out and that you're here to, share your knowledge, share your story, and for us just to, let people out there know who you are. So I'll let you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit more about you. Even though I read your bio, we want to hear it from you.
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. My name is Toria Howard, and I am the real estate educator. I educate families and individuals on how to increase their financial IQ so that they can invest in themselves through a personal property investment property. I have two ebooks that assist in that as well. One is for first time homebuyers called Journey to Your Castle, which assists first time homebuyers from concept to mindset because your mindset has to change, goal setting all the way to the closing table. Then I have one for homeowners called House Rich and Money Smart, how to turn your home into a wealth building powerhouse, showing homeowners how to turn their liability into an asset with financial strategies. I do countless of I guess content on all of my social medias. I'm not hard to find. My YouTube channel is Toria RE Educator. You can find a lot of, you know, complimentary educational tools on there, regardless of it's financial or real estate. And like she has my link on the screen there, you can get all of my socials and connect with me there. And it doesn't matter that I'm in Detroit and the surrounding areas. I am a licensed real estate agent here in Michigan, but I know real estate agents across this country. So you come to me for the education and you go out and flourish with the real estate area agent in your area. So yeah, and I am an educator. I've been an educator since 2003. You have to go back and think about it. So I've been doing this for a while. I'm just changing it into my passion in real estate. So yeah, that's about it for me.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for that. And we're going to jump right into some questions. So you've built success in real estate. How do you balance building wealth, building legacy, and what advice would you give women who want to enter into real estate with confidence? What does that look like?
Oh, you just spoke some of the words from my talk at the conference.
Oh,
Um, so as far as building wealth and legacy, it's more or less starting with education because the more you know, and I know this sounds cliche, the more you grow. And a lot of times people are getting a lot of different noise from a lot of different places. So you just have to focus on what area it is that you want to, master on and start getting in those circles, going to mastermind groups, networking with people, going to events in your own city, your own county. I know, like in Detroit, we have construction. If you want to be a builder, we have construction summits. I'm about to go and get my builder's license. I did not pass the test, but they called me, so I can come back and retake the class. I can take the test. So I will be a builder soon, master builder here in
Nice.
Detroit. So if you want to be a builder, go. And they have like a lot of areas, across this country have where you can get free training and licensing for different things. If you want to be an investor, you want to be a real estate investor, attach yourself, get into those rooms and attach yourself to people who are doing it, who has results. You want to see the results that they have. You don't want them to be talking. It's not
Mm-hmm.
conceptual. It's all in the forefront. They have properties they can show you, those different types of things. Like here, we have the Monopoly Brothers. They have a phenomenal mentorship program. Also, Sade Harper, she has a great program. And then it was the Detroit Queen of Real Estate. So we have so many different people here that you can that has mentors in that investment space. So if you're trying to get into investing, I shouldn't say, don't learn the hard money lesson that I learned. I had to learn. I wasted over $30,000 to $40,000 trying to do something on my own. When if I
Mm.
would have invested that into, and probably not even that much, into a mentor,
Right.
I would have been so further along and I wouldn't have wasted all that money. I probably only need probably about 10 grand of that to invest in a mentor. And I
Yeah.
could have took that other money and put it into my properties. But I
Right.
didn't know that. I thought me doing it on my own would be a thing. So mentorship is crucial when it comes to real estate because it is very tough to navigate and it's a lot of laws, it's a lot of things that go on, it's a lot of moving parts, and you have to know different parts of it, if especially if you want to be an investor. If you want to be a realtor, you just have to get to your local, area, see where you want to, you can take classes, you can get discount classes. You can sometimes you can go on Groupon. They have them on Groupon. Sometimes you can go
Mm.
take the licensing classes on, get it from Groupon for the low. And then, the only thing that I would say about that, you get with somebody, mentorship is very crucial. You
Mm-hmm.
attach yourself to brokerages before you even take the test. So you'll know where
Mm.
you got to go, because the thing is, you can't practice real estate as a realtor without being attached to a brokerage. So that's
Right.
something that you will have to do. So you will have to make sure that you get that's why networking is important. Don't just go with the big names that you see and know.
Mm-hmm.
Get with people, because when you first start out, it's a lot contracts. Get with someone that's going to train you, it's going to put you in the right position. And then once you get the hang of it, then you can go on and do other things. But that's what I would say. Just getting, just for any entrepreneur, education, mentorship, networking. And in that order, I would think that would, or, however order you want to go, but
Mm-hmm.
learn it on your own. There's so many different things that we can do on our own now. But that mentorship is key. And then, the networking is too.
Yeah, I love that. What age did you realize this was something that you would want to do, or how did this journey come about?
Well, that's a good question. It's this another cliche answer. I was recovering from surgery in 2017, and I was bedridden, and I was scrolling through the TV, and I landed on HGTV.
Okay.
And one of the first things that I saw was Property Brothers, actually, one of their shows, and I was like, I'm a person that love transformation. Like,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm a teacher, I love transforming minds. Because
Mm-hmm.
then when I saw, like, oh, I love this. Like, you could take that house is so ugly and it could look like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what it sparked it from there. And I started like really watching all the shows, the different people in different areas and different things of that nature. And I, went to a couple seminars, and then me and my um, one of my good friends, we started our real estate investment company, but fell flat on our faces. We didn't know what we were doing, child,
Mm-hmm.
because we didn't have the proper mentorship.
Right.
So,
Yeah. That's, and like you said, the importance of mentorship.
yeah,
You experience it
very.
firsthand. Yeah. All right. That's awesome. And now, as an educator, how does education play a role in your long term success? how have you leveraged education, formally and informally, to position yourself as both a leader and a resource in your current industry?
That's a great question because a lot of people think that education stops wherever they end their schooling.
Right.
You should be a lifelong learner. I
Mhm.
am a lifelong learner. I'm diving into every single thing that I want to get involved in. And you have to do that because you can listen to people, and people don't like reading books anymore. I have a bookshelf. It's not as many books as I used to have because I got rid of some, but I love reading tangible books. Like I
Mhm.
love turning the pages.
Yeah.
I take classes, I do seminars, I go to live events, and I put myself in places and spaces where education is going to happen. Uh,
Mhm.
I'm a self learner, and I learn in different modalities. Some people are visual, some people are, auditory. I can learn from all of them. So it's like, I'm an analytical person. So I can read something and learn it. I can see it and learn it. I can do it. I'm kinesthetic. So, because I was an
Mhm.
athlete. Uh,
Okay.
and those that follow me know that, I still work out like
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so I just choose to be a lifelong learner. And I feel like as adults, sometimes we get away from that because life is life, and we got
Mhm.
children, we got things, but feeding your brain is feeding your soul, which ripples outward to everybody else around you, especially if you have children. Like if they see you read, they don't want to read. Like, it's not like a forced thing. They see
Mhm.
that you're enhancing and advancing, that's going to push them to want to do it too, because they're
Yeah.
looking at you and following into your footsteps. So I feel like, just being a lifelong learner is so essential, especially in the changing climate.
Mhm.
You know, our currency is about to change. Our economics are about to change. By 2030, our world is about to look so different.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're seeing some of those changes now. So not wanting to learn about what's going on around you and just want to be entertained.
Where we
I,
headed? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's so good. And I we've been in spaces, I believe it's the morning cup of inspiration, where both of our daughters have the same name. And I thought that was very
Yes.
unique to have Zaria's in our lives. And
Yes.
for her, and I know you mentioned just now when you said, like, our children mimic what they see. So what have you seen through your daughter, now that you've exemplified to her?
Oh, so my daughter is a creative, so she's very different from me.
Okay.
But my daughter eats books. I
Love it.
can't keep her out of Barnes and Noble.
That's so good.
Okay. I
Yeah.
cannot. Every time she gets some money, that's what she want to spend all of her money. She'll go in there and spend
Mm.
$100 on books.
Wow.
She came to me this morning and was so elated about finishing this book that she just finished. She got her own bookshelf and everything like that. So me, being such a voracious, reader myself and having books around the house all the time. Plus, when I was pregnant with her, I was bedridden as well. So she my miracle baby, and she was
Right.
born on March 17th, right?
Great.
So, she is St. Patty's Day baby, but I used to read to her when she was in my stomach. I didn't have
Mhm.
nothing else to do. So I used to
Right.
read to her when she was in my stomach, and all up until when she was born, up until she started reading on her own to about 7. I used to read to her every day. Somebody would. It wasn't me, it was her father, it was, her sisters or whatever.
Mhm.
So she always had that instilled in her. And she's a go-getter. Like
That's sweet.
she sees me and she try to act coy and shy and act like she don't like being around people. But when
Mhm.
she get around people, that light turn on.
I love
But
it.
that was the thing that I did when she was younger. I put her in a lot of different things.
Right.
Made her learn how to swim when she was young. I put her in soccer. She played basketball. She been acting
Mm.
since she was 5. She
Sweet.
did dance class. So I made sure that I put her in different
Versatility.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she can make sure that she can adapt to any type of
Mhm.
situation. Now
Yeah.
she takes a little bit longer than me, but once she gets comfortable and everything, so what I just see her resilience and her tenacity and just wanted to she loves to learn. She loves to
Mhm.
read, and that's what she's gotten from me.
That's a beautiful thing. And I know you were selected to speak at the Connect Her to Win conference coming up in a couple of days.
I
Um,
know.
exciting, nerve wracking, just like we said before we start recording, all the things that we need to get together, we need to do it in
3
a few
days,
days.
like
Exactly. Exactly. So, what does being chosen to be part of this platform, what does it personally mean to you to now, stand in front of everyone and share your story and your knowledge and all the things that you've been able to experience over the years? What does that feel like for you coming up to the conference?
yeah. So first and foremost, I owe the WIN community a lot. Being attached to the WIN community has shaped and formed me in ways I never could imagine. So I feel like I owe this to the WIN community for all the
Right.
things that I have received from being in that community. So shout out to
Mm-hmm.
Women into Networking community, Allegra
Yes.
Jackson, Dr. Allegra Jackson, soon to be,
Yes. Yes.
is ahead of that, along with other leaders in there, has helped shape and form me in not just in business, but just as a person.
Mm-hmm.
From the affirmation room to the affirmation rooms with you all, with you
Mm-hmm.
and Miss Karen, all of them,
Yeah.
to the networking rooms that I used to attend. Then I started hosting, to getting help with my pitch, getting help with marketing. I mean, it was so many different layers that I can talk about,
Yeah.
just that has helped me be able to come from. I was in that bottom, nervous, didn't know what to do. When I got on the stage, I didn't know what to say, being all over the place. And
Same.
that community, you know, taking and embracing me and reeling me in, like, girl, this is what you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's first and foremost. Secondly, is I feel like it's time for me to tell, I tell the story on my socials. You know how that goes, the views, this and that,
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been going live since 2021. So
Right.
I've been speaking in front of the camera. I have been, doing live events that I've spoken at. I spoke in front of a graduation, which was nerve wracking, Clavia. I mean, I'm talking about, it was thousands of people when I got on that stage and that spotlight hit me. I
Yeah.
was like, "Ooh, Lord!" So I'm made for this. I was created for
Yeah.
this. This is my
Yeah.
time to get this out of me, and I can't wait to get on that stage and transform some people. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
what I have to say is going to make turn some. If it's just one person, like I've learned in education,
Yep. It just takes
right?
one. Mm-hmm.
All I need is one. Now I used to want to reach all 150.
Right.
Just be mad when I did.
Mm-hmm.
But out of that 150, I always had a good number, probably about 30, out of each of the students that I had or whatever would reach. I still have connections with some of the students. They're in their 30s, they're married, they got children.
Mm.
I was 22 when I first started. So
Right.
just being able to take what God created me for, because like I said, I've been speaking in front of people for a long time. I do it
Mm-hmm.
for a living. And if I can impress some children,
Right.
in multiple generations now. We talking
Mm-hmm.
about we talking about going from early 2000s, mid 2000s. All these children are different.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They are
Way
different.
different.
So to be able to make an impact with them, I know, and I've captivated rooms before, where people be
Mm-hmm.
like, "Oh my God," like, but it's not about me. It's about
Mm-hmm.
me transforming someone's life for the better and having them
Yeah.
think that they can do more than what they did before they saw me on the stage.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
I love that. I love that. And that's one of the things I look at too. I just need one person to hear it. I don't look at the amount of followers I have. I remember celebrating 20 followers on YouTube and I was like, "Yay!"
Right.
And it just takes one because I think about, my brand is chosen 31 and I think about the shepherd leaving the sheep for one, right? Leaving 99 because he wanted that one. And we're that one, but also we want that one that to
Yes.
empower one person because
Mhm.
they're special, right? And
Yes.
we have these stories, and like you said, you do this, right? And when you can captivate a room and transform young lives, older lives, it is empowering. So I know you're excited for this Connect Her to Win, and it's going to be. I would say life changing for many. I don't know who's going to be in the room, but whoever is there is who it's supposed to be there. And to
Yes.
hear these different voices from different perspectives, from different, industries, it's really, really encouraging. And, for you, what would you like to leave with our guests that would hear this segment? What would you like to, and again, you being an entrepreneur, an educator, a mother, all these things, I'm hoping you find time to rest. I have seen a few vacation photos, some beautiful photos from 2025 with a lovely red dress. I forgot where you were. I think it was
I was in
Bali, but
Bali,
so,
girl.
yeah, so beautiful. So
Thank
I
you.
know I was asking the question, but I know that you do make time for yourself. You make time for rest. But what does that look like? And just to encourage our viewers as we close out this segment.
I have taken on this year to do experiences,
Mm.
whether it's domestic, whether it's local, whether
Hmm.
it's international.
Yeah.
I have started. I bought me some skates. I'm going back roller skating.
Sweet.
I did a heels dance class. I do
Okay.
that
Nice.
maybe twice a month. I date myself because I
Love
am
it.
single. So
Love
I
it.
date myself. I take myself out to dinner. I dress up
Hmm.
nice. I take myself out to dinner. I do those type of things and I enjoy being with me.
Yes.
Um, and I just said this year, whatever I want to experience, I'm not going to wait for anybody else.
Yeah.
And it's
That's
okay
good.
for me to be able to do it on my I don't want to, of course.
Hmm.
Like not,
Hmm.
I most of my friends don't live in Detroit anymore. I got friends all across this country. So I've
Hmm.
been trying my best to connect with women. I love girl friendships. Like,
Right.
I
Yeah.
love that girl bond. I am a
Yeah.
guy's girl, but when I get a man, Clavia, you already know how that works.
Exactly.
Because I love basketball and sports and football. I can talk a little. I
Right.
love cars. We got Autorama
Yes.
going on right now. So, and I know I have a lot of guy friends, but I know I can't really rely
Of
on that
course.
because a lot of them got girlfriends and
Hmm.
wives and stuff. They looking
Hmm.
like
Right.
and so I'm building a bond with myself so that I can attract some great women
Exactly.
that I can bond with. But until then, I'm going to have these experiences. I'm going
I
to
love it.
we have a book wine like situation. Like you could
Hmm.
go that you could do wine tasting, but it's like you can read. So I'm gonna
That's
do
nice.
that. They can have like this other stuff. Like it's so much stuff that we got here
Hmm.
that we can do that
Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing with myself and also with my daughter. She want to go to a hockey game, so I got to take her to a hockey game
Hmm.
because we're a big sports town. So
I love
um,
it.
why she like hockey? Is she from Memphis? I don't know, but that's what she want to do. So for me, rest look like doing the things that I enjoy, even if it's going out or just sitting in my room watching a
Hmm.
movie. Like
Right.
that's what it looks like for me. So I just
Yeah.
say, do what you feel makes you happy, brings you joy, no matter who goes with you, who doesn't go with you. If you have somebody to go with, do it on your own. I know a lot of people don't like doing things on their own. I mean,
Hmm.
because you could be lonely, but if you can enjoy yourself with yourself,
Yeah.
how can other people enjoy you as well? I have a ball.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. And I'm learning that for myself, taking myself out, doing
Yep.
what I love, not waiting for anyone to do it, and attracting what I'm ready to receive.
Yeah.
So that
I mean,
is
Clavia, if you wait for people, right, you'll never do anything.
exactly. Exactly. So true. So take that, viewers, as a word of advice. Such a good advice. And Tori, it was really nice having you on.
Thank you for
Um,
having me.
yes, of course. And I mean, you've done so much, and I know the best is yet to come with your experience and all the things that, like you said, you live in one place, but you have connections everywhere. And I know for some people, it's like, well, I don't live in her state. How can I? And I was showing some of your links where people can connect. You can connect on Facebook, you can connect on IG, LinkedIn, and there's a bunch of other ways that you can connect if you can either snap this link or I'll also put
All
it
my
in the
socials are on
description.
that link right there. Like you
There you
find
go.
me
and
everywhere, even my
and you
phone
can ask
number.
questions. There you go. Direct contact, right? And I love that transparency. So there's no reason why a question would come up and someone wouldn't want to ask. You guys experience her. She's very authentic, very transparent, down to earth. And I love that. Toria, it was a pleasure having you, and I would see you in a few days. I look forward
I
to giving
know.
you a
Yeah.
hug and taking some photos. It's going to be a
Yes.
great time.
It's gonna be an awesome time.
Yes, and I'm just going to put this one back up. It's the Connect Her to Win 2026 event in Atlanta, Georgia, and you still have time to get your tickets, whether you're near or far. I did see some reasonable plane flights, some flights, and maybe take the bus or the train. There's ways to get there. We hope to connect with you, and if not, just stay plugged in at wincommunity.org. And again, follow Toria for more information. So, Toria, thank you so much for joining us today.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. All right, that was another beautiful episode of Hashtag Her Chosen Story. Our special guest of the day, Miss Toria Howard. Please connect with her and learn more about whether it's real estate, home buying, credit repair, all the things that was mentioned. I'm going to have again that description in. I'll have her bio, semi bio, in the description so you can see all of what she does. Watch this episode again, take notes. She's a plug. She's the person you want to connect with. And to be a guest on our show, please feel free to reach out to me. You can DM me, you can email me, and there's ways to support this. I do need an upgrade, and I can't do that without you guys. So please reach out if you want to be a guest or if you know someone that wants to share their story. Please remember you are chosen for such a time as this. Until next time, be blessed, be bold, be brave, and be beautiful. Thank you.